Nelson Mandela was born a long time ago, in 1918, in a small village called Kunu, in South Africa. Kunu was a picturesque village nestled in the rolling hills of the Eastern Cape. The village was characterized by its lush green landscapes, dotted with traditional thatched huts. The people of Kunu lived a simple life, deeply connected to their land and traditions. Mandela's early years were spent herding cattle and playing with other children in the village. These formative years in Kunu instilled in him a deep love for his homeland and its people. He loved his village, with its hills and rivers. The natural beauty of Kunu left a lasting impression on young Mandela. He would often spend hours exploring the countryside, marveling at the diverse flora and fauna. The rivers provided a source of water and a place for the children to swim and play. The hills were not just a backdrop but a playground where they would run and chase each other. This connection to nature fostered a sense of freedom and adventure in Mandela, qualities that would later define his character. He was a smart kid and went to school there. Mandela's education began at a local mission school where he was given the name Nelson by his teacher, as was the custom at the time. Despite the limited resources, Mandela excelled in his studies. He was curious and eager to learn, often staying up late to read by the dim light of a paraffin lamp. His teachers recognized his potential and encouraged him to pursue further education. Mandela's early schooling laid the foundation for his lifelong commitment to learning and self-improvement. He learned about his country and how his people struggled. Through stories passed down by elders and lessons at school, Mandela became aware of the history and culture of his people. He learned about the injustices they faced under colonial rule and the resilience they showed in the face of adversity. These stories ignited a sense of pride in his heritage and a desire to fight for justice. Mandela's understanding of his people's struggles deepened as he grew older, shaping his worldview and fueling his determination to make a difference. This made him want to fight for what was right. Mandela's sense of justice was not just theoretical, it was deeply personal. He saw the effects of discrimination and inequality firsthand and felt a profound sense of responsibility to address these issues. His determination to fight for what was right was evident even in his youth. He would often stand up for his friends and challenge unfair treatment, earning the respect and admiration of his peers. This early activism was a precursor to his later role as a leader in the struggle against apartheid. Later, Mandela went to a bigger school called Healdtown. Healdtown was a prestigious institution known for its rigorous academic standards and emphasis on discipline. It was here that Mandela was exposed to new ideas and perspectives. He met students from different backgrounds and engaged in lively debates about politics, philosophy, and social justice. The experience broadened his horizons and reinforced his commitment to education as a tool for empowerment. Mandela's time at Healdtown was a crucial period of intellectual and personal growth. It was far from home, but he was a good student and liked sports like boxing and running. Mandela's involvement in sports was more than just a pastime. It was a way to build discipline, resilience, and camaraderie. He excelled in boxing and running, finding joy in the physical challenges and the sense of achievement they brought. Sports also provided an outlet for his competitive spirit and a way to connect with others. The lessons he learned on the field and in the ring, teamwork, perseverance, and fair play, were lessons he carried with him throughout his life. He believed in being strong. For Mandela, physical strength was intertwined with mental and moral strength. He believed that a strong body was essential for a strong mind and spirit. His dedication to fitness was a reflection of his broader philosophy of self-discipline and self-improvement. Mandela's commitment to strength in all its forms was a cornerstone of his character and a source of inspiration for those around him. He understood that true strength came from within, and that it was essential for overcoming the challenges he would face in his fight for justice. He even went to college to study law so he could help his people who were treated unfairly because of their skin color. Mandela's decision to study law was driven by his desire to understand the legal system and use it as a tool for change. He attended the University of Fort Hare, one of the few institutions that offered higher education to Black South Africans at the time. Despite facing numerous challenges, including financial difficulties and racial discrimination, Mandela persevered. His legal education equipped him with the knowledge and skills needed to challenge the injustices of apartheid and advocate for the rights of his people. This unfairness was called apartheid, and Mandela wanted to change it. Apartheid was a system of institutionalized racial segregation and discrimination that affected every aspect of life in South Africa. Mandela's first-hand experiences of its brutal realities fueled his resolve to fight against it. He joined the African National Congress, ANC, and became actively involved in the anti-apartheid movement. Mandela's journey from a small village in Kunu to becoming a prominent leader in the struggle for freedom and equality is a testament to his unwavering commitment to justice and his enduring legacy as a champion of human rights. Apartheid was really bad. Black people couldn't vote, own land, or even live where they wanted. Mandela joined a group called the African National Congress, or ANC, to fight for equality. Mandela became a leader in the ANC. He spoke out against apartheid and organized protests. He helped people fight for their rights. The government didn't like this and put him in jail for 27 years, but even in jail, Mandela never gave up hope. He became a symbol of hope for everyone. People in the United States heard Mandela's call for freedom. Many Americans wanted to help fight apartheid and asked their government to do something. The US government punished South Africa for apartheid. This hurt South Africa and made them want to change. Finally, in 1990, Mandela was free. The whole world celebrated. He came to America and met with President George H.W. Bush. He thanked Americans for their help. Mandela and the U.S. stayed friends. He even worked with President Bill Clinton to help bring peace and democracy to the world. In 1994, South Africa had its first free election, and Nelson Mandela became the first black president. This historic moment marked the end of decades of institutionalized racial segregation and discrimination under apartheid. The election was a monumental event, not just for South Africa, but for the entire world, symbolizing the triumph of democracy and equality over oppression and injustice. It was a huge celebration. People from all walks of life, regardless of race or background, took to the streets to celebrate this newfound freedom and hope for a better future. The atmosphere was electric, filled with joy, music, and dancing. It was a moment of unity and collective euphoria, as the nation looked forward to a new era of peace and prosperity. Mandela wanted to heal his country and bring everyone together after apartheid. He understood that true reconciliation required more than just political change. It needed a transformation of hearts and minds. Mandela reached out to all communities, emphasizing the importance of forgiveness, understanding, and mutual respect. He believed that by working together, South Africans could build a united and prosperous nation. He helped people forgive each other. Mandela's approach to reconciliation was deeply personal and compassionate. He met with victims and perpetrators of apartheid-era violence, encouraging dialogue and understanding. His efforts led to the establishment of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which aimed to uncover the truth about past atrocities and promote healing through restorative justice. As president, Mandela worked hard. He was dedicated to transforming South Africa into a fair and just society. His administration focused on addressing the deep-rooted inequalities that had been entrenched by apartheid. Mandela's leadership was characterized by his commitment to democracy, human rights, and social justice. He made schools and hospitals better. Mandela's government invested heavily in education and healthcare, recognizing that these were essential for the country's development. New schools were built, existing ones were renovated, and access to quality education was expanded. Similarly, hospitals were modernized, and healthcare services were improved to ensure that all South Africans could receive the care they needed. He fought against poverty and unfairness. Mandela's policies aimed at reducing poverty and addressing economic disparities. He launched various initiatives to create jobs, provide housing, and improve living conditions for the poor. His efforts were driven by his belief that everyone deserved a chance to live with dignity and opportunity. He wanted everyone in South Africa to have a good life. Mandela's vision was for a society where all citizens could thrive, regardless of their background. He worked tirelessly to create an environment where families could live in peace, children could play safely, and communities could flourish. His legacy is one of hope, resilience, and unwavering commitment to the well-being of his people. He retired after just one term as president, but continued to be a hero around the world. Even after stepping down from the presidency, Mandela remained an influential figure on the global stage. He continued to advocate for peace, justice, and human rights, using his voice to inspire and mobilize people worldwide. He spoke out against injustice and worked for peace. Mandela's post-presidential years were marked by his relentless efforts to promote reconciliation and understanding. He addressed international audiences, participated in peace rallies, and supported various humanitarian causes. His enduring legacy is a testament to his belief in the power of forgiveness, unity, and the enduring human spirit. Nelson Mandela died in 2013 and the world was sad. He left behind a powerful message of forgiveness. Mandela's life inspires people to fight for what is right. He showed us that even one person can change the world. He said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Mandela believed in hope and in the goodness of people. He taught us to never give up on our dreams and to always fight for what's right, even when it's hard. Nelson Mandela knew that education was important. He knew it could change lives, help people understand each other, and make the future better. Even in prison, Mandela never stopped learning. He read books and studied, and told other prisoners to do the same. He said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." He believed everyone deserved a good education. He worked hard to build schools, train teachers, and make sure all kids could learn. Nelson Mandela had a hard life. He went to jail and was treated badly, but he never lost hope. He always believed things could get better. He said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Mandela's courage inspired millions. He showed the world that anything is possible if you don't give up. He taught us to be brave and never give up on our dreams. Nelson Mandela believed in forgiveness. He knew that people weren't born hating each other. He said, "No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion." He said people have to learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can learn to love. Mandela showed the world that forgiveness is powerful and can help heal even after a long time of fighting. Nelson Mandela's legacy lives on. His life inspires people all over the world. From the bustling streets of Johannesburg to the quiet corners of rural villages, his influence is felt far and wide. Mandela's journey from a young lawyer to a global icon of peace and justice is a testament to the power of resilience and determination. His story is not just a chapter in history books, it is a living, breathing narrative that continues to shape the lives of millions. People from all walks of life, regardless of their background or nationality, find a piece of Mandela's spirit within themselves. They see in him a beacon of hope, a symbol of what humanity can achieve when we stand together against injustice. He showed us that one person can make a difference. Mandela's unwavering commitment to justice and equality serves as a powerful reminder that our actions, no matter how small, can ripple outwards and create meaningful change. His life was a series of courageous choices, each one a step towards a more just and equitable world. Whether it was his decision to join the African National Congress, his leadership during the anti-apartheid movement, or his presidency that sought to heal a divided nation, Mandela's actions were driven by a deep sense of purpose and an unshakable belief in the power of the human spirit. He taught us to fight for fairness, equality, and peace. Mandela's legacy is a call to action for each of us to stand up against oppression and to work tirelessly for a world where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. His teachings remind us that the fight for justice is ongoing and that we all have a role to play. By advocating for the rights of the marginalized, by standing in solidarity with those who are oppressed, and by fostering a culture of empathy and understanding, we honor Mandela's memory and continue his work. Mandela's story reminds us that change is possible and to never give up hope, even when things are hard. His life was filled with challenges and setbacks, yet he never wavered in his commitment to his ideals. From his early days as a young activist to his 27 years of imprisonment, Mandela faced immense adversity with grace and resilience. His ability to forgive those who wronged him and to work towards reconciliation rather than revenge is a powerful lesson in the strength of the human spirit. Mandela's journey teaches us that no matter how difficult the road ahead may seem, we must continue to strive for a better future. He said, "What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead." These words encapsulate the essence of Mandela's philosophy. He believed that our true worth is measured not by our personal achievements, but by the positive impact we have on the lives of others. This belief guided his actions and decisions throughout his life, and it continues to inspire people around the world to live with purpose and compassion. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Mandela's words challenge us to look beyond our own lives and to consider the broader impact of our actions. They remind us that true fulfillment comes from serving others and contributing to the greater good. Whether it's through volunteering, mentoring, or simply offering a helping hand to someone in need, we all have the power to make a difference. By following Mandela's example, we can create a ripple effect of positive change that extends far beyond our immediate surroundings. Mandela spent his life making a difference, and his story will keep inspiring us to do the same. His legacy is a testament to the power of one individual's commitment to justice and equality. As we reflect on his life and the lessons he taught us, we are reminded of our own potential to affect change. Mandela's enduring impact on the world is a call to action for each of us to live with purpose, to stand up for what is right, and to work towards a future where everyone can live in peace and harmony. His story is a beacon of hope, guiding us towards a brighter, more just world.